So the reason why we're shooting this video and we asked you mothers to come is because a lot of mothers, a lot of families are struggling to deal with their children because they have nothing to do. They cannot go outside. They're stuck at home. They're now what they would stop as screen time. Now they have to give to keep the child occupied. So, do you all have any advice that you can give them, like how to keep them occupied and not always give them screen time?
Who shall I go first? No,
Sure, please.
The way I deal with things is I never force. I don't like to force the kids to do anything. So, if I say no screen time, then I know, because I was like that. As soon as somebody said no to me, I wanted to do it. So, so I never, say no. So, and even though we've made a schedule, we haven't really stuck to it, religiously. But they have, in their own time, completed everything. So I think that, not being too stressed or not pressurizing and making everything fun, and giving them their space when they need their space. So, I think that's the advice that I would give. I don't know if it works. I mean, my kids are different. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with me. I don't think it's all to do with God, I'm sure. But like Danny said, they don't demand, they never ask for anything. So I think it's just having a stress-free environment and not pressurizing them, not forcing them to do anything, and allowing them to say, okay, I don't feel like doing this today. Can I do this now? And can I do that later? And I say yes. So that giving them the freedom to, but at the end of the day, they do know that there are certain tasks that they have to complete by the end of the day. So I don't know if that's good advice, but that's what I would say works.
Rashmi, Preeti, do you have any advice for our viewers?
We actually we don't usually do screen time at all for the kids, usually. So that's only weekends they get to watch something on Friday night. And then Saturday, Sunday, they go to grandparents, so they get to watch some TV. That's because we don't have a TV, first of all. And then we have, Netflix here and there, a little bit they get to watch. And because we've just seen that usually their creativity dips a bit. So what happened initially during this whole time, we started putting them in front of the screen because of we had no choice. And we found that the more they sat, the more they wanted and the less they were able to occupy themselves. So we've reverted back to weekends, and I feel like they're coping a lot better. Somehow that's how they are. They're just built like that. If they get the screen, or maybe they're still little, I don't know, they sort of forget that there's anything else in life to do once they sit in front of the screen. But now that we've said that again, so today is Thursday, but they're watching something now. So that was a exception because they worked really hard today on their experiments and all of that. So they got to watch. So not really hard and fast that way, but yeah, I've seen they're coloring more, they're writing, we're telling them to write their own stories and they're coming up with these crazy stories. So trying to do stuff like that. It's easier for us because we are trying to switch on and switch off. When Lee, my husband, is working, I'm trying to be available for them. But I guess for people who have both of them working at the same time, it'll be much harder.
Preeti?
I really don't know what advice. I just feel that I just love that kids get their space when they're at home, when they don't have to go to school. They can, just move from one subject to the other, like whatever they're doing. Usually before this lockdown, we would do about, say, 3 subjects a day. Not a hard and fast rule, but we would just do that. But now, I don't know, because maybe just because everything's like going slow, we kind of just do, like, say, one something, like just read something together. I would say it's nice if a family can like read a book together. We as a family enjoy doing that. Like every night before, after dinner, like we read a book. Uh, so like we finished reading Ida's Kada. So we're doing a series of missionaries. That's one thing we enjoy doing. And then playing games, I think, because they can't go out if you play indoor games as a family. Um, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we're not doing anything too different. We have grandparents at home. Uh, that's also sweet. Like just having them around, just to they hang out with them a little bit. Um, I don't know. Like if you ask me something like specific, I can tell you, but I can't just generally give you advice.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for sharing. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, Anupa. Thank you, Rashmi. I think the one thing that we all have in common right now is a phone in our hand, right? We're all on the screen right now. But I feel like we did break routine right now by doing this. And it's something different from the regular day. If maybe all of you could just in one word share how did this feel? Just talking so the viewers know actually what it feels like to break routine and to share something. Right? So each of our speakers can say one thing.
Reflective.
Nice.
Grateful.
Grateful. Rashmi, Preeti. Can you hear us?
I think Preeti's on mute.
Sorry. I said, I think I'm thankful that I can stay at home and just enjoy this time. I know there are a lot of people. It's a really stressful time for them. I'm just thankful. So when I just said it all out, it was a good reminder.
Rashmi, final word.
Just different strokes. Every family is doing what works for them. It's just sweet that everyone's getting their own rhythm, their own family thing going, and it's nice. It's nice to see how different families operate and get ideas and still be able to kind of make it your own.
So thank you for joining us on this sort of Simon Says. I'm hopeful that your advice and your suggestions and how you run your individual families, although you three have different styles, would come to use. So with this, we want to say thank you so much and have a really good night. And remember everyone, for today, Simon Says, be grateful. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.